What's going on, gamers? Trying to look for some positive news here for Xbox, but that doesn't exist because we know that's not there anymore, anyways. I have people coming into my comments too. Let me go ahead and clear that up. Definitely when it comes to Yanis and all those other people. You know what I find funny about people like you is that you were okay with me destroying PlayStation for a year straight. Not talking about Nintendo that much, right? And promoting Xbox positively. Now all of a sudden you want to start complaining along with these other people that I'm doing too much negative Xbox content when Microsoft just went on a straight month in a slaughter on the console. I have to say, to me, all of you are brain dead. I don't take you serious. Anyways, now let's move on to this trash over here. Xbox revenue falls 113 million year over year. I would like to explain something. You put all your games on PlayStation this year. You have Call of Duty, Activision Monopoly, Bethesda Monopoly launched everything you possibly could, third party and on every platform, and you're still down 113 million revenue, not profit. You do not want to see that. This is abysmal, and you're trying to demand a 30% margin, guys. I don't even know how that's even going to be impossible. I don't know how that would be possible, man. They're going to have to put everything in their power, all old games and everything possible, and launch that on a Nintendo Switch 2. On top of what they're continuing to doing with PlayStation. And then they're going to take that 30% from Steam if they're putting their next hardware on there on PC. How are they going to make that 30%? Guys, the only way is if they literally price you out so bad that everything has to be a mass profit. More ads, more microtransactions. How? And massive Switch 2 support and reaching into the Japanese market. Otherwise, how are they even going to be able to make profit? You guys see what I'm saying, right? They've bought in everything. They could with Activision. Put all their games on PlayStation this year. And they're down compared to last year. Oh my God. Yes, this is diabolical. Mm-mm. This guy says, but wait, Xbox games are at the top of the PlayStation store. You see what I mean? Yeah, this is terrible, guys. There's no hope. Literally, when you say Xbox is dead, it could not get more dead than this. On top of what they just did recently, that's not even their report. I don't want to see nothing after this because I know it's going to be embarrassing. The next Black Ops is going to do worse because you know how much Battlefield is doing right now, right? They don't have that anymore. You're launching the next one already. This is, I don't see any hope for anything, man. It's hard to believe in anything here. This is all terrible. This is the worst I've ever seen. This is worse than Xbox One because you've monopolized so much and branched out. And how, man? Let's keep going. Xbox revenue falls another 13 million. Microsoft says that Xbox hardware sales have gone down 29%. That's right over here. The content and service revenue is only up 1%. This is after. Oh my God, this is revenue, guys. This is not profit. They're not going to show you that because there is no profit. Because revenue is only 1%. Imagine when everything gets taken away. Whew, that's terrible. And the hardware still goes down 29%. After all the drop offs, how's it still going down that much? Xbox 1% flat year on year decline is decline in first party games, but growth in Game Pass revenue. They're including that microtransaction stuff with Activision, I'm telling you. Okay, what the hell is going on up there? Yeah, I'm on vacation, by the way. We got some crazy people upstairs. But let's continue making this video. Okay, Microsoft says the Xbox hardware sales have gone down 29%. 113 million revenue loss year over year. This news comes after earlier in October, the company increased the price of Game Pass to much controversy. Xbox, despite having some well-received titles like Ninja Gaiden 4, which I'm loving, and Outer Worlds 2, I mean, that couldn't even launch correct. That's already like ruined with the power plant, Azure going down, and then Nutella coming out saying these stupid things. It's like, yeah, I don't know. So, like I said, Ninja Gaiden 4 and Outer Worlds 2 has had a rough time recently. Massive cancellations of Game Pass and even removal from Costco, on top of the emptiness of Walmart and Target all across Europe. We saw 18 or 19 countries removing things. I'm trying to look for some light at the end of the tunnel, like a little glimmer. It's kind of hard to see. This just have not done well for the gaming team at Microsoft. Unfortunately, it seems like it has spread to its sales as the company reports a 2% loss in total revenue. So, guys, after revenue, you report, now it's time for me to take my parts. Give me my money. Give me my 30%. Give me my money. If it's third party, give me my 70%. They're not reporting that. You do not want to see that. But are they going to give you the truth? No. All this company's going to do is continue to lie to you, gaslight you, feed you some stupid little words, try to brainwash you to make you think a product is not what it is, and just continue to be embarrassing. I don't know what else to say. This is Microsoft Gaming for you, not Xbox Gaming. Microsoft reports notable drop in sales for Xbox One compared to the last quarter one. There are no games though like that. This year was like all the stuff dropping. What the hell, man? Something's off. You see what I mean? They're not telling you guys. I'm telling you. Something is off. It's like, how do you drop all that? Yeah, because they're not giving you the loss of what it took to make all those first party games and put them on Game Pass. What is the deduction of that? And what is the deduction when everybody gets their cut? Diabolical. In the fiscal year 2026 quarter one report from Microsoft, the company revealed that Xbox did not reach the same heights as it did last quarter one for fiscal year 2025. Having made 5.61 billion, they didn't make, by the way, guys, that's revenue. If they deduct everything, you don't want to see it. The gaming sub company went down to 5.5, losing around 113 million. This also marks a 2% loss in total revenue, which is not great, but not too bad. The press release does mention the drop, stating, Xbox hardware revenue drops 29%, driven by lower volume of consoles sold. You don't want to see what's going to happen next after those two price hikes. The company said Xbox content and service revenue increased 1% on a strong prior year, comparable with growth in the Xbox Game Pass and third-party content, like going all off to PlayStation and all of that. Offset in part by a decline in first-party content. And you're not going to include the first-party development costs, of course. I'm telling you. It's important to note that the mentioned 1% increase comes from splitting content and services away from hardware, showing how each specific subsector is performing. Whether Xbox can regain ground from its loss remains to be seen. It recently announced that Halo Combat Evolved is coming to PlayStation. It's going to come to Switch too, trust me. Just like Fallout is coming to Switch too. Indiana Jones is coming to Switch too. Forza Horizon 5 is coming to Switch too. Gears is coming to Switch too. You see what I mean? Forza Horizon 6, they're going to try to get that going with DLS. Just whatever they can do to squeeze it on there. And all these other games, they're all coming, I promise you. Because they need that money. Continuing the company's, they don't need it, but you know what I mean. Satya needs his money back with those suits. Continuing the company's third-party movement forward, Xbox is planning a big year in 2026 for releases like Forza Horizon 6, which I think that can do well. Clockwork Revolution, I mean, I don't know. Fable, I hope so, because I have high hopes for that still. It'll be interesting to see how it pans out and whether it can save face regardless of how good its new games could be. Overall, for Microsoft, the numbers aren't bad, as the company announced its operating income was up 24% to $3 billion. I mean, that's Microsoft company. While it saw 12% total net income increase to $27.7 billion. That's Microsoft, though. Robbing the whole planet. What do you think about the revenue drop for Xbox? Are you surprised by it? No. What do you hope Microsoft does to fix it? Yeah, you see, the guys are making this money, but they're telling you, they need it. 24%, 30 of it. You see what I mean? This is actually the Microsoft company. This is what matters. That's why I said that's what Dalia cares, right? That's what he's doing. When he looks at Xbox, he's like, oh my God. Like, he hates it. I'm telling you. So go to PC. You know what I mean? Go on Steam. No more hardware loss. Massive third party. Jack up the price on everything. Luxury products. And that's the best you're going to get in full Nintendo Switch 2 cooking. So this doesn't surprise me, but what's embarrassing is them still not being fully honest with you guys. This guy, Fighter Champ, says, Grok, explain the 1% flat year-on-year is decline in first-party games, but growth in Game Pass revenue. Grok says the 1% year-on-year growth in Xbox content and services revenues, not profit, reflects a net figure. Declines in first-party game sales from Microsoft Studios were offset by increases in Game Pass subscriptions and third-party content, resulting in the slight overall uptick. Hardware sales dropped 29% due to lower console demand. Lower console demand, yeah, and the demand is so low, that's why they're removing it. Definitely after the next price hike again, after the Game Pass increase. So that's why I'm saying that nobody's going to be buying that hardware, but at the same time, Microsoft's like, I'm not losing any money though. So we're just going to be doing what we're doing. And that's everything I just said without including the hardware. That's what Nadella wants, I'm telling you. The other people are just being a mouthpiece and damage controlling. And this is the truth, you know what I mean? Like I try to tell you guys about all that programs and stuff they be trying to get people into. It's all fake. They don't care about you. All they care about is money and profit. So he was like, so it just means people didn't buy first party games. Of course, they killed their market. Instead, more people sub to Game Pass because the first party games are on there and they don't want to pay that money. So you have a base coming to PC too. That part that's coming from Xbox still does not want to buy games. They're just trying to move over to PC with that same mentality. So don't expect any miracle from that base coming over. I'm just saying. Expect to be annoyed too by Microsoft and their nonsense. People are already being annoyed by them. He's like, so it just means people didn't buy first-party games. And then Grok's like, yeah, that's a fair interpretation. A decline in first-party game sales likely stems from users opting for Game Pass access instead of individual purchases, boosting subscription revenue and offsetting the drop for a net 1% growth in content services. So we kind of get the idea there, right? If you go back, you're going to see some other keep canceling Game Pass. Revenue after laying off a bunch of their game studios. Yep, laid off 15,000 people. And you still, yeah, man. So guys, I got a question for you. What do you think this 30% is going to mean after the hardware? Just think about what you think that means if that was you. Do you think that means they're going to give you deals? They're going to piss you off more. I'm telling you. Just guys, keep watching. I'm telling you. It needs to go back down to $14.99 or $20. Not going to happen, man. I'm telling you. Rest in peace, X-Flop. Do not know why the image shows Xbox. Didn't you see GameStop? It's dead, Jim. It's now Microsoft Gaming. Effing clowns, 100%. 100%. You see? Yeah, it's a sinking ship. And they're competing with TikTok. Yeah, right. So, man, this just sucks. Sorry, guys. This is the truth. So now you got the picture. Like, comment, subscribe. See how is my videos negative? You know what I mean? This is reality. I don't have time for the ex-cuck, mentally disordered, and emotionally disordered behavior coming to damage control in the comments when it is 30 days in a row in front of your face. Like I said, zombie land. Peace out, y'all. Stay cool. If you want to continue supporting Xbox and playing the Xbox Game Pass, go ahead. I still got Game Pass codes and keys. I'm going to continue doing it. But I'm going to play Outer Worlds 2 too. We'll see how that goes and see how I feel. But other than that, anything outside of that, I mean, embarrassing. Later.